And the U.S. Supreme Court heard arguments today in an Oklahoma case involving the separation of church and state. The justices are weighing whether to allow what would be the nation's first publicly funded religious charter school. Jan Crawford is at the Supreme Court.
When an Oklahoma school board approved the nation's first Catholic charter school, lawsuits came faster than the school could open its virtual doors.
It's the state creating a religious school.
State Attorney General Gentner Drummond argues the school, to be paid for with taxpayer dollars, violates the Constitution's ban on government establishment of religion.
Now, we're okay in Oklahoma and in many states with state money going to the parent as a tax credit, and then the parent chooses the religious school of their choice.
But supporters like Kristen Wagoner of the Alliance Defending Freedom say if the state allows private groups to create charter schools, it can't exclude religion.
There are charter schools in Oklahoma that focus on Native American culture, that focus on performing arts, that focus on nature as examples. And simply refusing to allow religious schools to participate in that, that's not neutral.
It's actually discriminating against religion in your view.
To suggest that a government official can say, we're going to categorically bar the door to people of faith, that is wrong. It's unconstitutional.
Approved in 2023, the school says it would fully embrace Catholic teachings, which is why the Oklahoma Supreme Court struck down the funding, saying public schools must remain non-religious. Drummond says it's a slippery slope.
Right now, we're talking about a Christian-based school. But if you open it up to the Christian-based school, you open it up to everything.
Such as?
A satanic school.
Satanic
Wiccan school. You open it up to all.
That's nonsense. There are stringent requirements to be approved in this system, and students are only enrolled as a result of the choices of parents.
And Jan, as we look for clues as to how the justices are leaning, how did they react to the arguments today?
Well, I mean, Maurice, there was a clear ideological divide. The court's 3 liberal justices united in opposing any public money going to religious schools. But the conservatives, who are a majority on this Supreme Court, seemed inclined to allow it. They suggested that charter schools are an alternative to public schools. Parents can choose to send their kids there or not. And also, if a state like Oklahoma is going to allow private organizations to get taxpayer money for charter schools, it can't exclude religious groups. It can't treat religious groups like second-class citizens, as Justice Brett Kavanaugh put it today. I do have one caveat. Justice Amy Coney Barrett is recused in this case. She taught at Notre Dame. She's not participating. So if one conservative changes their mind, the school would lose.
Jan Crawford at the Supreme Court. Thank you, Jan.